The Home Landscape and Garden Fair happened last weekend.
I know that our winters are long and they are hard, but I think there's a joy in gardening to let us connect with nature, connect with our community, that I just encourage everyone to start and try what you want to do.
Hosted by the Anoka County Extension Master Gardener volunteers. Even though the snow piled back on us, the event was well attended.
It really shows Minnesota's diehard spirit and people's hardiness in this state, and excitement to want to just talk about spring even though it looks like winter outside still. So we're glad to have them here.
The attendees got to choose from over a dozen educational classes. They could also go to make and take workshops and make a kokiodama, the Japanese art of creating beautiful moss balls featuring a unique plant, and make a walking stick from the invasive buckthorn shrub.
So a truly unique, one-of-a-kind buckthorn walking stick made of invasive trees that we don't want growing in our parks or in our neighborhoods, because they tend to crowd out other native plants and trees that evolved and belong in Minnesota. So we like to be able to put that material to use in a new way.
From learning about straw bale gardening, home canning and preservation, container gardening, and how fungi play a role in the ecosystem, there was a variety of classes to take part in.
There was a class today that was about engaging kids in gardening. So I think even younger children that you may have, bring them to a session like that and you can share in those ideas with them. We have a class today about canning, right? I think canning is something that we've all gotten more into as the pandemic's gotten on. And then I just came from a session right now where one of our master gardeners was saying how technology has evolved to help you identify and diagnose your plants. So we run the gamut of the various presentations and the information you have. So really, anybody and everybody.
The Home Landscaping and Garden Fair was a good kickoff for the spring season. The Anoka County Master Gardeners promote that you roll up those sleeves and get those hands dirty in the garden.
I think the other thing that's really interesting is that more and more we're seeing diversity in gardeners. So I think a lot of times we think gardening is like, I have to have a single family home. I have to have like a plot of land. That is the furthest thing from the truth. You can have a garden on your little patio in containers. Gardening has evolved to where we have patio tomatoes, literally tomatoes that are designed to grow in one container on your patio. We actually had a class today about raised beds. Raised beds more and more is becoming something that's about accessibility. If you're in a wheelchair, or if you're just, you're not as spry as you once to be, or you once were, and you don't necessarily want to bend over backwards to your gardening, raised beds is a fantastic option for you to still keep on gardening. So I also think too, right, that I don't want to set limiting thoughts around like, what is a garden and what is a gardener, what do we do, but really open up our horizons and broaden our scope to what we can do. And I think hopefully it's one of the goals for Master Gardeners, to really push that boundary and educate our community.
If you are interested in becoming an Anoka County Master Gardener or attending any of their upcoming events, visit the Anoka County Master Gardener website. And speaking of, you better get ready for their annual plant sale happening May 16th and 17th over at the Anoka County Fairgrounds.